Y'all to come on in the room, child. Hold on just a second. All right. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Let me make sure you can hear me. Hold on one second. All right, let me speak to everybody. My name is Not Girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Gwen Cook. Hey, Miller City. Hey, Tasty 220. Hey, Christian Capers. Hey, Cleopatra Jones. Hey, Lizzie. Hey, Girl Gone Shopping. Hey, Grace Madrid. Hey, Sister Girl Speaks. Hey, Dale. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Eugenia. Hey, FF. Hey, Irene, 7312 2000 7312 000. Hey, Straight Cherry. Hey, Irene, 731. Hey, Shay Bay 22. Hey, Exotic Expression Dance Fitness. She said, I was supposed to be waiting to watch Married at First Sight until tomorrow, but when my husband can watch, but didn't want to miss out on the live, so I watched. Ooh, girl, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble, child. Ooh, honey. Hey, Tiffany Shantae. I hope he don't be acting up like Elijah. I'm sorry, Isaac was this episode. Hey, Nakia. Hey, Kimberly Dooley. Hey, Angela. Hey, Denisha. Hey, Naturally Mar. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Jocelyn. Hey, Cece. Hey, Bianca. Hey, Egyptian Queen. Hey, B Rain. Hey, Rachel. Hold on, let me make my comments go down, child. Hey, Karen. Hey, Christina. Hey, Amazing Dreams. Hey, Rochelle. Hey, Jessica Grant. Hey, Sam. Hey, Cool Mama. Hey, J Dub. Hey, Shantae. Hey, Love Obey Live. Hey, She Knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. She knows. When I heard that, I just had to sing that real quick. Shout out to J. Cole. Hey, Universe Soul Goddess. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Tiffany Brown Sugar. Hey, April Charm. Hey, Jessica Grant. Hey, Ivory. Hey, Jessica Simmons. Hey, Sean. Hey, Esther. Hey, D Dub. Hey, Lady Franklin. Hey, Michael. Hey, Aranda. Or Aranda. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Hey, Cassidy. Hey, Yvette. Hey, Antonia. Hey, Amy. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Jocasta. Hey, Sonia. Alberta. The real Catherine Ashley. Hey, Black Butterfly. Black Butterfly. Y'all know I got to sing something. Child, let's get into it. Okay, so y'all know how we like to do. Hey to everybody that is joining me on this Thursday Night Live. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Okay. Yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, because you know it's some foolishness all the way up and through this episode. Now, the first things first, okay? Oh, first, if you are new here and this is your first live, then thank you so much for joining me. There are 281 of you on this live. Please do not hesitate to jump in there and get into it as we get into it and, fraternize and talk about all things Married at First Sight or whatever y'all want to talk about, honey. Just keep it respectful and whatnot. But I do appreciate each and every new subscriber. We are almost to 26,000 subscribers. And so I'm so excited. Thank you all for joining me, supporting me. It's really, really, really appreciated. It really is. Shay Bay, thank you for the super chat. She said, I just want to say before we get into it, I just found your Storytime channel and I absolutely love it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my little long forgotten Storytime channel, child. Look, listen, y'all. If you're over on the Storytime channel, just hang on. Okay. I don't want you to leave in case anything happens to this channel. But I do put my story times now on Patreon, and I'm trying to work some things out. Child, I got a million and one things in my mind and I don't know how to execute. So we're gonna figure it out together. But let's get into it. And thank you for that super chat. Thank you for becoming a member, Karen. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. So y'all know how we like to do. Up in the top left-hand corner, coming in at 240 pounds together would be Jasmina and Michael. Now, Michael, that was a great anniversary day, get together, all that you planned. Okay, you did great. Across from them, we have Noi and Steve in they shades, child. And Steve looking like money, honey. Okay, Noi wanting to know what the money is. Can I get my money? My money in black trash bags, honey. She needs her money. Noi's like, where's the money, honey? Show me the money. Down below, then we have this bonehead. Okay. I put him in a solo picture because he should be by him damn self. Okay. Then across from him, we have Lindsey and Mark the Shock. Child, let's get into it if we're gonna get into it. First, the first thing I want to talk about, y'all, is that I watched the after party. Okay. I watched it. I watched the after party. Yes, what I'm trying to find out, Lady J. Where is 2Ls? Child, 2L's probably in there doing her thing, child. She got to make sure she take care of home first. She'll show up. She might be on the replay game. But okay, first things first, I want to talk about this after party. Okay, before we get into the couples. Imperfectly Ash said Michael was so sweet with the effort, and Jasmina wouldn't even hug homie. It's like, damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. Like, shout out to 50 Cent. She didn't even kiss him. She just kept repeating, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Girl, okay? Hug the man, kiss the man, something. I'm not saying you got to full on kiss him on the mouth, but at least give him a cheek kiss, rub his beard or something. It gave me nothing. Like, it gave me absolutely nothing. Hey, Monique King. Hey, Zoe. Hey, Yolanda. So this is the thing about the after party. I was completely disappointed. Keisha, what happened to you giving the judge? I was really waiting on you to say something that needed to be said. But I just feel like they were just acting like it was nothing. Okay, now this is it. I understand, as viewers, we don't see everything. And then there are some things that are edited out. There are some things that are spliced together. It's just a lot that we don't get to see. But to just sit up on this after party and act like nothing happened, I was totally confused. And I mean, if we gonna integrate the YouTube of it all, I mean, let's integrate the YouTube that's gonna really tell you what we feel. I understand you're in the moment and you're right there with them. So you don't want to say things too harsh, but simply say to Katina, that's not acceptable, sweetheart. Like, it's not acceptable for him to be screaming at you about an app. Oh, and one thing I wanted to say, because I noticed this comment before I got on my live. People were saying, we were giving Ryan a hard time about the app, but we're not giving Katina a hard time. I just want to point out the difference. Katina was not active on this app, okay? She didn't even have a profile on the app. The app was just simply downloaded. Okay, it was just downloaded. There was nothing on it. And you best believe an idiot, okay, like Olajuwon, if he saw something on that app, oh, you best believe we all would have heard about it. Why are you active? Why have you been active 5 minutes ago? We would have known about that. So no, but in the case of Ryan, it was said to us and it was presented to us in a way that Ryan was active. He had just downloaded this app. He was trying to get back over there and swipe left and swipe right. Okay. And also, he had just been matched with Brett's homegirl. Okay. That's the way it was presented to us. Now, I don't know if that's how it went, but that's how we got it. So the difference is Katina had an app on her phone that she forgot was there. She was never active and she didn't have a profile. And even if she did, you don't run up on nobody. Let me see your phone real quick. Baby, when he did that, my stomach sank to my feet. I said, okay. Oh, honey, they're about to get it started. Oh, child, Not you waited until you got to this dinner and heard all the lovely things that everybody was saying about their spouse. And then you gonna say out your rabbit mouth, well, I'm just wondering, like, is it marriage chemistry? Is it friendship chemistry? What kind of chemistry is it? It can be the damn chemistry that you took in the 10th grade. It really wouldn't make me know, never mind. Okay. And mix some chemistries materials together and blow yourself up because I don't understand why you're sitting here talking to this lady and embarrassing her this way when she just got through singing your praises. He's learned how to be more calm and then you blew up the spot. Boy, if you don't go away. But back to the after party before we get into it. Hey, Omar. Hey, Marva. Hey, Wente Talk. Okay, let's get into that. I did not like how they act like it didn't happen. And I was so confused because the guest on there is, from a popular podcast and, they have a very huge following. They've been doing this for some years. And I was just so confused to hear her say that Jasmina and Michael were the epitome of Black love. I said, what's going on? Child, I was so confused. I said, not Jasmina and Michael are the epitome of Black love. And then Keisha said, you could just feel the love oozing from the screen when I watch the two of you. I said, okay, 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 okay. I finally realized that we are in the twilight zone. Like, no. And then they were like, well, he says things and then he takes them back. So I give him a pass. No, he is verbally abusive. You don't get to say whatever the hell you want to say and then come back and be like, oh, he didn't mean it. So it's cool. No, like, that's not how this works. Thank you so much, Leslie, for the super sticker. Exactly. Stay tuned reviews. The devil is a lie. Like, child, goodbye. Yvette said, I changed the channel after that. Listen to me. When I saw that, I said, okay, so y'all just getting up here lying, child. I got to go. And that's probably why, they want to make sure that you are ready for TV. Because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Because I would have said, Katina, we're going to have to talk after this, girl. I'm speaking directly to you, honey, even though I'm sitting next to you. And what else is going on? Like, why are you allowing him to treat you that way? And then, but one thing I did appreciate is when she asked her, hey, do you see this as a red flag? She said, yes. I do see him treating her that way as a red flag. But I didn't like it, just didn't. I was like, child, I see why they always invite Lindsey. Lindsey, because one thing about Lindsey, we might not like Lindsey. And Lindsey, I'm going to get you all the way together for calling this girl out her name. Okay. And don't think I forgot. One thing about Lindsey is she may not be the most poised and the most articulate, and she may not be able to read the room, but Lindsey going to keep it 100% real. Okay. She going to keep it real. And she would have straight up said, well, when he was like basically going off on you when I saw it, I was like, damn, homie, how could you just be going off on her? Lindsay gonna talk, child. She gonna say what she gonna say. And I just didn't like it. I mean, I was like, child, let me turn this off, child. This ain't giving what's supposed to be gave. Marva, thank you so much for the super sticker. Now that I got that off my chest, honey, because I had to talk to somebody about that. Like, why are y'all on this after party acting like this is no big deal? And then Jasmina said, I'm so happy to hear something from a fan as opposed to people just typing online. Newsflash, lady, those are fans. The reason why they're typing online is because they've been fans of the show since season 1. And we see the foolery, okay, that is happening, and then we want to comment on it. It's the same thing, child. She just sitting next to you. Girl, if you don't go, child, all of them confused, honey. I'm done. All right, here we go. Sarah said, agreed. They were romanticizing Isaac and his abuse. It didn't matter if she can handle him. Katina deserves better. Yes. I was like, what are y'all talking about? I was so confused. I was like, okay, maybe I'm just putting too much energy into it. Maybe I care a little bit too much. Maybe I'm projecting. Maybe it's because I've been through. I don't know what it is, but I just was confused at the whole thing. And Katina, I am speaking directly to you. Okay. No, I ain't on here. I don't know Lifetime, child. I'm just on this little channel, behind the veil, speaking to my opinionated family and some guests, honey. If you are a guest here, then welcome. Like they do at the church. Please come to the front of the altar, honey, and introduce yourself. And we gonna all speak, honey. Let's welcome our guests and behave like we got some sense. Now that we got that out the way. Katina, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. I understand that you said on this after party that you know your worth and Olajuwon does not determine if you know that you are enough. Well, I just want to say I'm happy that you know that, but I need you to walk in it. Okay? I need you to walk the walk and talk the talk. You can say it, but until you exude that, he's going to continue to treat you this way. He's going to continue to talk to you crazy. He's going to continue to treat you like some woman off the street, and you don't deserve that. And y'all can act like it's all good because, you know, he just says things. And no, we're not going to just say, oh, that's just how he is. It doesn't work like that. Okay, he needs to get himself together. He needs to behave accordingly. He needs to be as nice to you as you are to him. And stop working so damn hard. He didn't earn all of that. Child, please, working harder than his hairline. Child ain't got time. Sarah said, agreed. Okay. T. Patrice said, I fell asleep on the show. Girl, you ain't missed nothing. Didn't miss nothing at all. Cheryl said, I'm praying Katina doesn't keep excusing O's actions. Well, sadly, it seems like she is. Because I was like, girl, I don't know what none of y'all talking about. It started to make me feel like maybe I was crazy. I'm like, maybe am I bitter? What is happening to me? Child, because I don't see no black love. I see angst. I see dismissal. I see disapproval. I see people putting each other down. I don't see one couple that has uplifted each other. I don't see it. And another thing too, if he saw something on her phone, first of all, while you looking through her phone, you ask to see her phone for what reason? You know how to ruin a day. Have y'all ever been with somebody who just knows how to ruin a day? He seems like one of those people. You know how you just be chugging along. They going just as good, smiling, birds chirping. Hello, world. You know, you just happy. Then all of a sudden, you get that one person, that one phone call, that one text, or you go out to that one dinner, and it's that one person that likes to bring you down, and that is Isaac. Why you need to use her phone? Is your phone dead? Because it seems to me like it was a setup. Okay, it seems like a setup because I'm trying to figure out why you needed to use her phone in that particular moment. Who you calling? We all on the bus. You with your spouse? Y'all about to go to dinner, celebrate the anniversaries of it all. Well, who are you calling? So it's just some foolishness, child. It didn't make no sense to me. Black Butterfly, thank you for the super chat. Katina and O must still be together. That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, girl, you wearing that Lucky Charms bracelet. If you think it's magically delicious, then go on about your business, child. Good luck and Godspeed. Jasmine, thank you so much for the super sticker. JB, I don't think she's going to say no on decision day. I think she's going to say yes. Like, I really do. I think she's going to say yes. And I mean, I have no words for the reason why she would say yes. Quack 13 said, "Oh, is a man of the 50s." He said that as soon as they told him he had a match. Oh my goodness. And I don't know why he's glorifying that. Okay. We had no rights, couldn't do not nothing. And that's exactly what he wants to do. Strip her of her independence, her right to voice her opinion, her right to live, what she wears, the kind of clothes. Child, you see, you put in them basketball clothes. Child, I'm not about to be. Charlie put in them basketball clothes. Oh, no, ma'am, honey. Hold on, let me get to this. I see I have a super chat and I'm trying to get to it. Y'all, hold on just one second. Hold on, I'm gonna scroll on down so I can get to it. Thank you for the super chat, Christina. Hold on, I clicked on it. Where did it go? It said, Lindsay is a lush. Did you catch her swerving at the end in the confessional? She was about to fall over. No, I didn't because I was so disgusted by this point that I was like, child, let me go, honey. Let me go and do this review so I can go to bed. Okay. Because right now I got a full on attitude. So, no, I didn't see that part. But on the after party, they did say that Olajuwon, they thought that he was mad because they had gotten a drink because they had given them non alcoholic beverages and they wanted to drink. And Lindsay said she had something up in her apartment, so she went to get it. And they thought that Elijah was mad about that. And I'm like, what? So Keisha was like, well, does O not drink? And y'all know what was tripping me out? Tell me if y'all noticed this. Why every time Katina got ready to answer a question, she looked at Jasmina? I was like, is Jasmina going to answer it for you or are you going to Katina, DM me, girl. I'm serious, child. Because let me tell y'all something. Y'all remember put a ring on it, honey, when all the foolishness was going on around and about with Alexia and this and that and that. And I spoke directly to her through this thing, and I told her DM me, and she did. And helped her get herself all the way together. Sometimes you got to talk to somebody who has already been through some things. And I'm not saying I done been through everything, but y'all done been through some things, okay? Before 40 comes up, in a few months. But sometimes you have to talk to someone that's outside of your situation that can help you because I just don't like this. This ain't making no sense to me. And yes, it could be the magic of TV and all this good kind of stuff and entertainment, but no. He don't want you to drink yet. He drinks and he smokes. Child, high as a kite. Couldn't even open his eyes up to have a conversation with you last episode. But he don't want you to drink. Okay, girl. If you want to be with this controlling man and go and set yourself off, child, I can't be more upset than you, honey. You got to be upset. J Dub said, pray for Katina. Yes, we do, honey. I choose me to love. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. Child, I don't know. She might. But then she be kind of getting a little snappy because y'all know how she was when that friend was trying to tell her, he said he doesn't date black. Well, he is Irish and he has a mohawk. Okay, girl. Well, child, look. She might want to be over there like that. Shayna said, ain't no way she didn't sleep with that man as hard as he's trying. Who we talking about? Are we talking about Michael? Because I can almost guarantee you she ain't touch him. Baby, she ain't touched him. Do y'all hear me? Hey, friend. She said, Dorian Hill, why would Steve's dad call him a vagabond if Steve is set for life? Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and talk about Steve and Noi Moy. And then we'll come back to the rest of the game. Steve, okay, is doing what Steve wants to do, still talking in circles, saying absolutely nothing. Steve, just give her a little something, okay? Because I look, I don't really care at this point. If you don't want to work, then don't work. If you want to work, then work. If you own an app, you own an app. Honey, they said, what's that guy's name from season 12 that was married to Bree? And I used to call him Carvana. Child, I cannot remember his name for the life of me. It escapes me. But y'all remember that the internets, okay, with an S, was going around saying that he was worth $800,000. Child, and he was worth $800. So I don't be believing what the internet said. Yes, I saw the LinkedIn and all that, child. But listen, until he comes out and reveals it on the reunion, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it because I just feel like if the roles were reversed and it was Michael and Jasmina was telling him get a job, get a job, get a job, nobody would make him a secret millionaire. They just wouldn't. Child, they'd be like, Michael is sorry and he needs to do this and he needs to do that. So until Steve can pipe up, okay, because this is the thing. If he is waiting because he's like, well, let me see if I can trust her. Steve, you married a stranger. You lived in your van and roamed the earth. So it seems like you're a little free spirited, if you ask me, buddy. So go ahead and tell your wife so she can shut it up. Okay? Because Noise starting to get on my nerves. Like, they cute, but she's starting to get on my nerves, child. Queen J said the math staff, should be ashamed for matching Katina to him. And they did that on purpose. I mean, she does have patience, and maybe that's the kind of person that he needs, someone with patience, but she's also being a pushover. And she's also letting him, abuse her. And if we can see that, then why is it not an alarm for everybody else? Now, we don't know how the rest of the episodes are going to go because they still haven't shown that episode with Dr. Pepper leaning in, like, okay, Olajuwon, keep talking, keep talking. We don't know what's about to happen. So we'll see, but it's just not looking too good. Marty says she's still with him, and I'm getting confirmation on every after show she is on. I know. Oh, child. Well, I mean, girl, go set yourself off, child. That's all I got to say. Stay tuned review said when Olajuwon finally gives Katina that pickle tickle, it will be like in the movie Baby Boy. Katina's gonna go in their living room, clean up that mess, and fix some tacos. Not and fix some tacos. And he gonna ride around in her Honda, child, with the gold rims and the 84 sticking out. Child, I am done. Oh, honey, it's gonna be a whole fool. Let's not even speak that into her existence. No, I don't want that for Katina. But child, she act like she don't know no better. ZZ said, "Is anybody else annoyed by Noi's voice and her baby talk?" Yes, 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 I am, ZZ. I'm getting sick of it. I'm like, I don't want to hear nothing else coming from Noi. Like, it's not, and it's crazy because she didn't do any particular thing. It's just, I'm just tired of hearing her talk about it. And then when he says what he gonna say, which is nothing, she's like, okay. No, it's not okay. Cause then we're gonna come back next episode and you're gonna say the same thing. Noi, just say to him, listen, I'm serious. You see how I disappeared on you for you talking about those noodles? I will disappear on that, okay, and stay gone for a week or more and be gone on decision day and after if you do not tell me what you are going to do to make me feel secure in this marriage. Now, I'm not playing with you, Steven. So just tell him. Like, what is happening? Cool Mama said, but Steve bought her and the dog matching leopard print outfits. He sure did. Let me tell y'all something. When he pulled out that, I started singing Cheetah Girls, even though it wasn't Cheetah Print Child. It was close enough. When I saw that he had that little doggy vest for her, and then I said, okay, I know he didn't buy. Because sometimes men will do that. They will buy you a household item for an anniversary. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good vacuum. I love a good robot vac. But sir, can you love on me? Honey, not the floors that you want me to clean up, but Noah ain't slick, okay? And she ain't fooling me. Did y'all see how Noah gonna try to slide him that Polaroid because he said he wanted to be a photographer? I'm like, I know that's right, girl. Give him something. Give him the equipment to make some money. Honey, she ain't slick and she ain't fooling me. I said, baby, now she gave him a camera. He was like, oh my gosh. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is right. And you better start booking people ASAP. Because no, I ain't playing with you. Child, you better come on. Oh, honey. Cheryl said, I want to know what he's hiding. Steve is driving me and Noi mad. Honey, I'm not gonna let him worry me. I'm just really not. Child, if he don't want to tell what he doing, he ain't doing nothing. I'm just gonna go with my own narrative. Now, Steven, I like you, but you ain't saying nothing, so I gotta create my own narrative in my own head. And child, y'all know I'm a storyteller, so whatever I come up with, that's what's gonna go on. And that's that on that. Dina the Explorer said, I stand with Steve. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bill. Dina. Well, Dina said, look, I said what I said, and I ain't changing it. You know what? And you know the good thing that I like about Steve and Noi, though, is that their situation is fun to not argue about, but it's like we all have a difference of opinion. But it's funny banter back and forth. It's not like, child, because you know how some of these shows, y'all know, it be knockout, drag out fights over he ain't got no job. Yes, he does, child. It's a whole fool. It's giving West Side Story, child. It's giving Romeo and Juliet, Montagues and Capulets, honey. It's giving a full-on fight. But with Noi and Steve, she halfway annoying. He halfway don't want to make the eggs the way the eggs gonna be made because he got to go to work. She don't want to make the noodles right. It's foolishness. So we talk about it like it's foolishness. Sean said Noi is going to tell Steve to kiss her ass next week. She sure did. I said, baby. I said, okay. So therefore, and thus and such, Noi is about that life. Okay. She ain't playing with him. She said what she said, and she ain't changing it. Jasmine, thank you for the super chat. She said Jasmina was in the maths comments, and she said she did kiss Michael, but they never showed it. They did show it on her wedding day. Jasmina. Now, Jasmina, I'm not about to play with you. You ain't kiss that man, girl. Because let me tell you something. If you kiss that man, we would have saw you kiss that man. Michael flat out said in front of Viv, okay, because I was gonna call her Dr. Viviana, but I'm gonna take a page out of Lindsay's book. Viv was sitting right there when Michael said, you don't kiss, you don't touch, you don't hug, you don't look, you don't call, you don't talk, you don't text, you don't come home, you don't go to sleep. You don't do nothing with that man. So, girl, it's giving lie. Okay, it's just giving lie. DeSosa said, Steve, run. Noi is still a girl and not ready to be married. She does give childish, doesn't she? Like, what is going on? J Dub. J Dub don't start. He said Steve is hiding that he's a vagabond. Okay. Wait a minute. No. J Dub, we the only people that think Steve ain't got it when they say he got it, child. Everybody else say Steve is Joe Millionaire, honey. I ain't got time. Indisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Jasmina is doing the same thing as Alyssa. She just does a better job at it. She just wants to be on the show and has no intention of staying with Michael. Absolutely none. But I was confused on the after party as well. I'm glad you brought this up, Indisha, because she said, or Indesha, I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. She said on the after party, I've never had more fun with anybody than I do with Michael. We laugh all the time. It's just I'm so happy. I said, okay, I don't know. I need a drink, child. And I don't even drink. Child, what are you saying? Now y'all have so much fun together? Since when? I'm like, okay, maybe I'm crazy. It's gotta be. Feel Good said at work training. Steve ain't got no job. Thank you, Phil. Phil, not you training somebody, and then you gonna come in here and just drop a super chat and some shade. Child, we love to see it. Thank you for the super chat. Who said Steve ain't got no job? So it's me, you, and J Dub. We on one team against the world, child, because everybody else say Steve got it. Okay, Elena said, hey, Misha, Katina should have snapped on Isaac. I wish she would make him sweat and wonder if he can keep her. Like, I want him to be nervous if she will be willing to say yes on decision day. And he is not nervous, but then he had enough nerve to say, well, I don't know. It's still up in the air. I mean, I'll know after tonight. Baby, I knew as soon as they introduced you. I will never forget. Somebody left a comment on the very first review I did. I think it was the second of this season. And I still was not feeling Isaac. Okay. And the person said, oh, I can't watch these reviews because, you just constantly going in on Isaac. Well, for that person who left that comment, honey, I hate to toot my own horn, but beep, beep, I was absolutely right about him. Okay. I know a man I done dated in my past when I see one. That's why I'm trying to save Katina. Child, why would I want her to go through something that I had to go through myself? Yes, thank you, CC Love. That is his name, Vincent. Vincent, yes, Carvana. They said he was worth $800,000. Child, please. The internets know how to lie. Do y'all hear me? Child, I'm about to write me up a profile right now and put it out there and say I'm worth all this money. Child, goodbye. Let's see. C. Logan said Steve is straightforward with all subjects except money. He will answer every financial question indirectly, leaving me confused like annoying. C. Logan, that was so very well put. Yes, it's like you communicate so well, except when it comes to your finances. Do you have it or don't you? Like, what? Carol said Jasmina has been coddled by her parents because she was abandoned by her birth parents and takes no accountability for her actions. And we don't even hear anything about that. Like it would be nice to like hear a little bit about it. Like what what makes you vulnerable? Like if you're being vulnerable and you're talking to Michael about something that has gone on in your past that may trickle down into your relationship, like why we can't get into that? But instead we get into every episode of make Michael better. I love that he's trying and I love that he's really, but what are you doing? Like, what are you gonna do? Sean said Vincent was selling cars to Latoya forever on YouTube. Child, Sean. Now you know they DM'd me that as soon as they saw that. They was like, girl, you was right, Carvana. Look at he's selling. And let me tell you something. I love to see the fact that he was, getting his hustle on, honey, because it's an honest day's work and whatnot. But I hate when people just be like, girl, you don't know. I'm very intuitive. I'm just saying. Zoe said Steve should have been paired with Lindsey. She wants a man to sit at home and cater to her. Thank you, Zoe, for the transition. That is an excellent segue. Let's get on into Lindsey and Michael. I mean Lindsey and Mark. Child, because that right there is a mess. Wait a minute, where did Lindsey and Mark go? Child, did I say forget Lindsey and Mark? I think I did. Child, well, listen. As far as Lindsay and Mark are concerned, I was totally confused at the fact that she wanted him to stay home and not. Well, you know what? Actually, I wasn't confused because I already know what she's trying to do. What you're trying to do is make sure that he's dependent on you so that you can throw it in his face, just like you did, because you keep repeating to us, I put on a hazmat suit for you. Okay, well, pin a rose on your nose. Okay, Lindsay, what you want, a cookie? Okay, you went in there and helped him fight off the bed bugs or whatever it was. Girl, I wear that to the grocery store. That don't mean I'm gonna be telling everybody every time I come out the grocery. I wore a hazmat suit into girl, it is okay. Now you want him to sit at home. Well, you can get to know me. You can focus on me. Lindsay, the man wants to work. He already wasn't making no money. Remember, $60,000 is nothing. So now you want him to sit at home with $0. Make that make sense. You were screaming to the top of your lungs in that restroom, telling the entire world that you wanted you wanted Mark to get up off his butt and go back to his side of Boston because he makes $60,000 selling his gym memberships, and you're gonna go back to your lavish lifestyle. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then why on earth do you not want him to work? Oh, I know. Because you want to fix him. Because you want to have something to say that you did that helped him. And no, he wasn't falling for it. He was like, no, I want to do what I want to do. I want to work. I'm like, I know that's right. You better speak your speech, Mark. Samantha said, Lindsay annoys me too. Her voice, her face, her sagging boobs, just all of it, girl. Just all of it. You know what? She don't really annoy me because I know people like Lindsay. Like I tell y'all every single time we do a live and a review, Lindsay is an acquired taste. You either really like Lindsay or you don't. It's no in between. It's not like I like Lindsay, but sometimes nah. You either like her or you don't. I can stomach her because I know how to ignore people like Lindsay. Try to act like you ain't even look. If it's one thing I will do, I will ignore you. Try to act like you don't even exist. And that's that on that. And that's exactly what I would do to Lindsay. But Lindsay, for you to come out of your sideways mouth and call this girl a bitch, okay? When you call Katina a B to try to relate to what the hell was going on with her and Isaac, I was completely confused. Are you stupid or are you dumb? Why would you come out of your mouth and say, well, we know that you care about the bitch, but then when she's sitting up here because the doesn't know what you're talking. What are you saying? You always get too comfortable and you're saying things that don't make any sense. Do you think that's the vernacular that we use as Black people when we speak about each other? Now, don't get me wrong. There has been a time in my life where I would look at my friend and be like, B, let me tell you what happened. Lindsay, you're not that girl. We're not friends like that. You and Katina don't even like each other. You tried to tell the people about the poop flying in the air last episode or a few episodes back, and she told you stay over there. Okay? You know, I don't like you like that. Don't say nothing to me. Now, maybe y'all made an amends and we don't know off camera, but still, Do not call this woman out of her name. Now, Katina, I know you were a little blindsided, okay? Because you were sitting on the side of Olajuwon's hairline and he was confused and making you confused. The whole table was in shock. He had brought the strength down in the room. Shout out to David from Ready to Love. He had brought the strength down in the room. You were completely confused and it caught you off guard when Lindsey called you out your name. But that's okay. I got you. Lindsey, that was inappropriate. Okay. You don't need to be calling this woman out of her name. You don't know this woman like that, honey. Like, I understand it might have been said in jest and, she didn't mean it like that. I don't care how she meant it. I didn't like it. Okay. Don't call her out of her name. You could have said, I know you really care about Katina, but then Katina she has a name. And quiet as it's kept, Lindsey just really wanted to cuss Katina out on the slick. But she used what was going on to go ahead and call up real quick. And she ain't fooling me. 2L said, I'm surprised that Mark still has balls. The way the way Lindsey be hacking them every day. Didn't I tell y'all 2Ls was gonna show up? Child, I knew she was gonna come with some foolishness. Child, the way she is squeezing the life out of them. Do you hear me? Squeezing them. I was like, girl, mm-mm. Elena said, I think Lindsey was absolutely right when she said her and Isaac are a lot alike. She sure was. They both have zero self awareness and like making people feel uncomfortable to see if they can handle them. And that sounds about right. That's why they're up there on that rooftop having late night conversations or whatever it is. Isaac said, Mark needs to turn into the shark and take his balls back and demand some respect, okay? Just a little bit. RESPECT. There are 818 of you on this live. Thank you so much for joining me on our Thursday night live to get into all things Married at First Sight. Y'all please hit the like button. At least, can I get like 500 likes? I know that's a lot to ask, okay? This right here is your decision day. So, I mean, if we've been rocking together and I've been treating you with some respect and showing you how much I care about you, please hit that like button for me, okay? Please. Child, this is a whole fool. This is just too much for me, child. Hold on, let me get the comments. J-Dub said, we don't like Lindsey. Exactly. It's either one or the other. I'm calling this woman out her name. I said, what the hell? It was so many what the hell moments in this episode for me. It was semi-boring. Don't get me wrong, but y'all know I'm gonna put a little zhuzh on it. It was semi-boring, but it was a lot of what the hell moments. Okay. I was like super confused that Jasmina fully clothed with her hair down and her face looking fresh, laying down pretending to be asleep. Girl, if you don't get up and go on in here and see these pastries he done got from the local bakery put out on this table, come on out, girl. I was completely confused at Steve thinking Noi wanted the doggy vest, and then he got her this big moo when Noi is the size of a toy. So I was like, child, what is happening here? What the hell? Then Mark took Lindsey out to the woods of it all, and she was kind of quiet, and I was confused on that. I said, why is she quiet? What the hell? And then I was really confused because Mark was trying to blow this fire up or down or out. I was completely confused. And that was another time when I said, what the hell? Then we got to the dinner, and Isaac decided to show his ass, okay, at that table, and then start to hollering when he got back to that apartment. I said, what the hell? So it was so many reasons, and there was so many moments. Nakia said, Misha, exactly. Lindsey needs the upper hand. She needs to control everything and have all the leverage. And that's exactly what she wants. She wants to be able to say, I did this for you, and this is why this is the way it is. And I don't like that. So I think Mark made the right decision by saying, no, I am not about to be sitting here on my behind even for a week. I need to find a job. But y'all know what? Why didn't his job allow him to still film and work? Like, we don't see anybody else at their job, so I was confused. Maybe it was during the filming time he was supposed to be at work, and so he kept calling in or something. Maybe that's what happened. Lyric's mom said Lindsey is a lot, but Mark is like a big 12-year-old. I knew he was off when I saw that weird painting of him and his mom. He does act too. He acts like he's 2 years old. Cause remember when he on this episode when he met up with Chris and he was like, it's like when I first met him, it was like, we were in the first grade and you get your first friend. And then when he saw him and Lindsey, he was like, yeah, look at us. We're young kids. I'm like, Mark, it's literally been 4 weeks. Boy, if you don't shut up, child. They are starting to annoy me, honey. Ooh, if y'all would have heard the uncut version of that review, y'all would have been like, oh, Misha, you okay? I would have been like, I'm perfectly fine, child, but they are getting on my nerves. Do y'all hear me? They are getting on my nerves. Mrs. Smith, thank you for the super chat. If Lindsay, Isaac, and Jasmina don't know how to do anything else, they are masters at throwing their spouses under the bus. I have to agree. And each one of them did it at that dinner. Did you notice that? Lindsay started talking about all the wrong things that Mark does, as she always does. We all know what Isaac did. Jasmina, she kind of did it at the dinner when she was like, yeah, I'm just not feeling that for him right now. Why do we need to know that? He just went out of his way to do everything that he could do to try to make you feel special, which I think she was getting a few butterflies, but it's just something about Michael that she doesn't like. Like, just admit it. It's something about you that I don't like. Universe Soul Goddess said Lindsay and Isaac have been having those conversations on the rooftop, so she feels like she has a right because Isaac gave her that pass. Yes, and he didn't even correct her. Now he should have said, "Hold up, don't call her that name. Like, I get you, I feel you, I understand you. You know, yes, we are a lot alike, but don't call her that." And the reason why I'm saying he should have said something is because Katina was ready to go to war behind Olajuwon. Like, she has not liked Lindsay since the honeymoon. And that was like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Even after she apologized to O, Katina was like, no, I don't feel you like that, girl. No. But he didn't say anything. He just sat there with that stupid smirk on his face. Look hot. Child, let me go back to that picture. Look at this. Just look at it. Why are you looking like this when everybody is saying such kind words about their spouse? It just really makes me sick. It really does. Like, it just really makes me sick. Rhonda said, how Lindsay be around all those high valued people, but she can't read a room because she thinks her don't stink. Okay. Lindsay is one of those people that thinks everything that she says is law. I mean, I'm saying it, so it has to be right. Like, I'm so smart. And plus, I've dated a lot of engineers. I mean, like a lot. Girl, goodbye. Girl, goodbye. Good night. Nobody want to hear it. Absolutely not. Mari said, Lindsay is smothering that shark. She's too much. How did they even get over the bowling alley trashing? Oh, well, um, in the episode, remember when he sat down with Chris, he said that Lindsay apologized about that. But this is the thing. I was wondering, did she apologize about saying something to Katina or about Katina, or did she apologize for trashing you in that restroom? I don't think she apologized about going off on him in that restroom. That's what I think. I think it was just the fact that he was upset about what happened with Katina. What 2L say? 2L talking about he's ballless. Child. Oh, Mark. Mark is a shark with eyeballs, child. It's a love. Said the way she said the B word was weird and forced. It was, honey, and it seemed like she was waiting to say that. I was like, not you called her a B. Oh, honey, let me get you together. Hey, Crystal. I was like, let me get you together, child. Because I don't know what you think this is, but baby, this ain't that kind of party. Sean said, I don't think Mark and Lindsay will choose each other. They're going through the motions. I don't think they're gonna choose each other either. I think that I think that Lindsay will say no, and I think Mark might say yes. Only because of the way he was kind of breaking down, saying he's sorry for all the fights. And I'm like, why are you sorry for every fight that you've ever had? It was both of you. And what are y'all this okay, let me just say this, child. Because we're going into the 44th minute of this live. Can we all just agree that we don't even know what they are arguing about? And I do mean every single couple. Let's just go down the list. Isaac is fussing with Katina because he wanted them eggs. She look at them eggs she made for him. That's what you're arguing about? You want her to make you those eggs every day with no butter? Honey, scraping the bottom of that pan. Child, them eggs was a fool, Katina. Child, them eggs was a fool, okay? And that's what y'all arguing about. You're arguing about an app that she had on the phone with no profile. Let's move on. Noi and Steve. Steve has been in his industry for some years now. He got laid off. He decided to be a part of the great resignation. He decided, you know what? I don't want to be in a cubicle. I don't want to work. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But yet he communicates so flawlessly when it comes to their disputes, and Noi acting like a 12-year-old girl, but he will not tell her what his plan is with his coinage. Let's move on. Jasmina and Michael. They are arguing about other people's arguments. Okay. Even when they were on the after, she was on the after party last night. She said, "We got in an argument about Olajuwon and Katina. Why are y'all arguing about other people's arguments?" Their very first argument was about someone else's argument. Let's move on. Mark and Lindsey. Lindsey. That's all I got. Honey, they're arguing about Lindsey. Like, there is nothing here that says that this should be this hard. There is nothing. Like, why is it so hard? This ain't making no sense. What are y'all arguing about? Y'all see how stupid that sounded? Like, it don't even make no sense, child. I can't even rationalize it. We're arguing about nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, child, this is crazy. Thank you for that, J Dub. Please hit the like button. Yes, y'all. Please hit it for me. TMC said Mark is afraid of Lindsay and he's just abiding his time until decision day so he can cut her loose for good. Exactly. And you know what? I thought about that. I said, you know what? Mark want to make sure that he has a job because he is not choosing her on decision day. So he got to make sure he has all his ducks lined up. I bet he got an apartment lined up. He already got a new job. Y'all told me he worked down at the Chick-fil-A. Okay. He got Sundays off so he can go to the gym and sell memberships on Sundays. Mark ain't no fool, and he ain't fooling us. Okay. So Mark is making sure that he has everything in place so he does not have to depend on Lindsay because it's going to be a hell now on decision day. Now, the rest of them, I have no idea. I feel like Noi is probably going to say yes. And I feel like Steve's going to say yes too. Child, let him go. Mrs. Smith, thank you for the super chat. Oh, this is the one that you already had sent. Child is just not showing up. Denise said Lindsay was quiet because she knew she had been getting on Mark's nerves. She probably thought he was going to leave her out there. No, Denise, you know what I think it is? I think Lindsay finally realized that she was getting the attention that she wanted. It's like a child all day that's saying, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." You're like, "Oh my God, shut up." Like, what? What do you want? And then as soon as you give them some one-on-one attention, their whole attitude changes, their demeanor changes. They want to go to bed on time. My son's love language is quality time. Like, if he don't get it, all hell gonna break loose up in here. I'm telling y'all right now. So I sometimes I have to be like, I can't do the review right now, child. It's gonna have to come out in the middle of the night because this boy will not stop. So I think Lindsay's love language is quality time and words of affirmation. I think she needs both of those things. So when Mark does that for her, she doesn't have anything to argue about. So she just sit there quiet. And plus, I don't think she had no alcohol. And there's that. Child, it just don't make no sense. Asia said, why would the show match Steve to be married? No one wants an unemployed partner of the bat off the bat. They like to do that. It's been other seasons where they've done that as well. They like to play with people's emotions. Nobody has time to play with you, knowing this woman had been, a part of a refugee camp and she came from meager beginnings and she does not want to go back to that. So it's frightening to her, but I don't want to hear about it every episode. And quite frankly, it's really an easy thing to fix. So if that's all that they're arguing about, they might be all right, child. Let them go on go. Amy said he was getting too much attention. Who was getting too much attention? Monty said Jasmina is cold. Andy is, honey. Giving icebox where my heart used to be. Zoe said Isaac on the after party. He acted a fool the first time. Okay, Isaac on the after party, when he acted a fool the first time, Keisha called him out about his woman's duties. Oh, yeah, she did do that. But I was just confused why she wasn't doing it like when it was just all the ladies. Like that was the time. This is my thing. For Keisha, I feel like that was the time for her to really like hone in and allow Katina to understand that she doesn't need to be mistreated in that way. Because I think she really needed to hear it, not just acting like it's all roses. I feel like you can just you were made for him. No. Nobody is made to be abused. There's always going to be a patient person, and there's always going to be a person that's a firecracker. In a relationship, I'm the person that's going, if they didn't make your food right, I will ask for a manager. I will. I will be like, I'm not going to be ignorant about it. But I have had a spouse before that was the quieter one. So for him, it was like, dang, I don't even have to do nothing because I feel like you can just take care of yourself. And I had to learn that as I went into other relationships to be a little bit more, let the man do something. Because for me, I'm gonna get up and do it myself. I don't like to ask people for anything. I like to already have it done. I like to get things done the way they should be done. But that doesn't give me free reign to mistreat him because he's not as forthcoming as I am. He ain't not gonna get nobody together, but I will gather you. But that doesn't mean he was made for me because he's the quiet, more subdued one and I can run over him. That just sounded stupid to me. I was like, no, this is the opportunity for all you as ladies to rally around Katina and show her what's happening. Don't get on here dancing and drinking them mocktails and talking about it's just black love. No, it's not. It's black abuse. Okay. And I don't like it. Point blank in the period, honey. I don't like nothing about this. This is not making no sense to me. Like, child was like, Yolanda said, exactly. Katina went to war for him all through the TSA. Baby, didn't she? Honey, knowing them people don't play in that airport. She sure did. Ileana said, I have a lot to say about Owen, his behaviors. No matter what he says, nothing will ever justify going through her phone and yelling at her like that. I was pissed when I saw that. It couldn't be me. Honey, it couldn't be me either. Because I will argue and have the neighbors call. Have the cops called, honey. The neighbors will call the cops when I get through hollering. You ain't gonna holler at me. Now, she did try to compose herself, and I have to give her this. She didn't grab his arm when they walked out of the restaurant. I was like, Katina, okay, girl, good job. Because he gonna get up after embarrassing her and then hold his arm out. I said, boy, if you don't get, I went up to that TV, and let me tell y'all something. I don't even, my son is always going up to the TV and scratching up my TVs. When I tell y'all I walked up to that TV and thumped him on that forehead so good when he held that arm out, I said, boy, if you don't put your arm down, why would you hold your arm out for her to cuff your arm after you just embarrassed her? Then had the nerve to say, if I say it on camera, I'm gonna embarrass you and it's gonna make me not like you. And what are you talking about? But the fact that she was like pushing him like, go, dude. Like, I don't even want to talk to you right now. Just go. And she did say on the after party that they had a little argument, but then she confused me when she was like, I was trying to apologize to him. What are you apologizing to him for? Because you accidentally forgot an app on your phone after 1 month? You have been wrapped up with this man, drinking Tito's out his belly button, serving him scrambled dust. I would call them eggs, honey, but it's not an egg. Scrambled dust for breakfast, making him concession stands and Netflixing and chilling. Shout out to Netflix. I'm trying to get a sponsor, child. You've been doing everything that you can possibly do to love on this man. Olajuwon knew that app didn't mean not nothing. Okay. And that's another difference between what Ryan and Brett were going through and Olajuwon and Katina. Ryan and Brett weren't even sleeping in the same room. Child, he was scared to ask her to sleep in the bedroom because he was sleeping on the couch. His back was hurting. Brett was out partying the night away, child. It's just not the same. Okay. She actually likes Olajuwon. Their marriage was trying to get off on the good foot. That woman was not talking to anybody on that app, and he knew it. And if she was, he would have told the whole world so he could look better at acting a fool all over that TV screen. So that's how I know it was nothing behind that. So why are you apologizing? What did you do exactly? Oh, nothing? Oh, okay, girl. Okay, girl. Child, I just don't understand it. I don't understand why I don't get it. Tatiana said, just throw the whole cast away at this point. The whole show can go. And I have been a day one fan. This is borderline insanity at this point. It is. And to watch it over and over and over again, it's not making no sense. It's like, what are we even watching at this point? Who cares? Just go on, get to decision day. And let's see if our predictions are correct. Kathy said, I don't see where he's such a good looking guy like some say. Definitely not for no abuse. Sure, okay. Him and Katina, and that's another thing. The couples actually look very good together. All of the couples are very handsome couples. It's just something is off in every last one of them. At least you get that one couple that you're like, okay, well, we know these two are going to make it. It's going to be good. But it's like something is off about everybody. Hold on, let me continue on with these comments. Hold on. Yes, child, them scrambled dust eggs. I said, what is this? ZZ said, is it just me or does anybody else think Katina got a sponsorship with Fashion Nova for her skimpy clothes? Not clothes. Oh, her skimpy cloths. Okay. Not clothes, not enough to be called clothes. And AliExpress for a helmet of salvation. Child, she said, I got this little cute body, baby. I'm finna show this little cute body. Now, one thing I'ma say, I'm not mad at her little cute dresses, but I was kind of mad at what she had on that after party. I was like, girl, what in the discotheque, hot pink Pepto Bismol is happening here? Okay. I was a little bit confused on it. And I was happy to see her in her braids. Child, she got a little concealer, so we don't know that she been crying and having her bags and whatnot. I did appreciate her looking cute, but I like the fact that she put a little, put a little cute little dress on. Ain't got on about her business, honey, because we sure don't want her to stay with Isaac. Child, go out advertise so you can find the man that's right for you. Okay, because this one right here, show ain't it? Anthony said, I'm a good guy. Sorry, no one's great. Great fun with the pick of the price. Wait a minute, what? I'm a good guy. Sorry, no one great fun with the pick of the price. I'm not understanding what that means. Hold on. Nitra said, yes, J Dub, we're gonna get into that. Nitra said, y'all, did I miss O's gift to Katina? I saw what she did for him, but what has he done for her lately? Shout out to Janet. Okay. He ain't did nothing for her. He got on the gondola, okay, and just took a ride and decided to say nice things about her because again, she was catering to him. Shout out to Destiny's Child. Okay, when it's all about him, he is in love. When she put that concession stand candy out there and put that trail of Skittles leading up to the bedroom or whatever they was doing, child. Whenever they was sitting down watching them movies and eating out of them $1.25 tree little popcorn things, he was perfectly happy. But the minute he grabbed that phone to look for something, then all hell broke loose. And he didn't do anything for her. He was the only husband that didn't do anything, and she did something for him. And Katina, I know you want to try to make yourself believe that you did that because you don't care about those kinds of things. I don't care about the man doing that. I can do it. Okay, girl, women, we doing it for ourselves. I love to see it. Yes, it is okay to cater to your man and do nice things for your man. It shouldn't always have to be all on him. I'm a firm believer in that. Valentine's Day, I feel like I should give my man something. He should give me something too. That's just always been me. But Katina, what you are doing is trying to prove yourself. And you're not fooling me. You're trying to prove yourself and you're trying to make everybody aware that he should say yes on decision day because I took him on the gondola. I drank Tito's out of his belly button. Ooh, okay. Oh, child. I bet it had lint in it and everything. You want to make sure that you prove to him that you could be the wife cooking breakfast and he waking up, not even brushing his teeth, talking about some, I smelled it. I smelled it. I woke up. Okay. And then when they got on the gondola, he had enough nerve to say, you're trying. I mean, even with the breakfast, I mean, it might not be that good, but I mean, we laugh about it. Why do you got to bring her down? Why do you have to say that? All you had to say was, you're even making breakfast for me now. Everything that I've asked you for, you have obliged. And I love that about you. The fact that you care enough about me to listen to me and do what I want you to do. Not him. Child, he had to make sure he knocked her down a peg or two. Chris did such a good job helping Mark. Alyssa sure did play herself. Chris is a nice guy, patient, smart, and working. I said the same thing. I said, you know what? Chris is a good guy. And Chris, you look good. Okay? You look good. You look well rested and you look like you were not being aggressive when you were pointing to the stones that you were showing Mark. Because, child, we know if Alyssa was there, she would have been like, oh my God, look how he's pointing. He's reading the labels. It's so aggressive. She just goofy for no reason. He seems like such a great guy. And I really do hope that he finds the person for him. And another thing I really respect about Chris, when he was on the show, remember they had enough nerve to zoom in on his teeth? Chris said, y'all not about to play in my face and y'all not about to play in my mouth. Okay. I'm about to get my dignity and go on about my business. And that's exactly what he did, baby. He said, I don't care nothing about no fine. I'll just sell me a house, use my commission, and go on about my business. Y'all will not play with me. And I appreciated that. I said, look at Chris. He stood up for himself, baby, and is moving on with his life and is happy. And that's the way it should be. Hold on. Cassidy, thank you for the super chat. I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but Katina's foundation be off a little sometimes, giving very much casket ready. Does it? Are you talking about on the after party? Because every time I see her on the actual show, she never has on makeup. Like she never has on any. And I'm like, is she gonna put a little concealer under them bags, honey? Don't let everybody know he's stressing you out. Child, please, I wish I would. Naturally, Mar said, can the real Katina please stand up? I know that's right, because she said, you gonna see the real Katina today. I said, well, bring her out then. Let's get into it. Hold on. Amanda said, Tina was auditioning for the new Marvel movie. Pink Not Pink Panther. Oh, child. Yes, she was, child. Mm-mm. I said, girl, what are you wearing, child? He got you so stressed out, you coming into one big blob. Oh, honey, can't even get your clothes together. Child, this is a fool. FF said, I think they started to bring in outside commentators to the after party because Keisha was too much personality for the higher ups. I liked her straightforwardness, though. You know what? I actually did have that thought, FF. You know what? I was thinking, I said, you know what? I think they trying to make Keisha more Jamie like. I don't like that. Allow her to say what's on her mind because I noticed a big difference this episode. She was more like, so, what makes you want to stay with Olajuwon? How do you know he's the one? And she's like, he's just the one. And Keisha was like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, no, girl. What happened to a few episodes ago when you were like, well, if he's the one, why is he treating you this way? Or do you think that's okay that he's treating you? It's okay to have opposing opinions. Everybody's not going to agree. I just don't, And if you're gonna have, outside commentators come on, can they really give their real honest opinions or do they have to be Hollywood like? That's why, I just like free reign of being on YouTube and just saying whatever it is I'm gonna say because I just don't want to be censored. If I'm not feeling, and first of all, you're gonna see it on my face, child. Y'all will be looking at me like, okay, she ain't feeling that one. What the hell wrong with her? I have RBF. Okay, I do know how to turn it off though. But when something is on my mind or I'm feeling like something, it's gonna show up on my face. I have been told that since I was a little girl. People would be like, "Oh, girl, you wear your, emotions on your sleeve," and I do. So if I was sitting there, because I was literally cooking when the after party was on. And I heard them say that Jasmina and Michael was the epitome of black love. I said, now what the hell? Child, I had to stop whipping my mashed potatoes. I said, epitome of black love. Oh, girl, I know you fucking lying. Child, please. That ain't giving nobody's black love story. There's nothing rom-com about this season. This season is a snooze fest and it's a fool all wrapped into one. And child, that's just that on that. Like, what? Deshaun said, have we discussed why they never show them showering? They go straight from outside to bed. The only people that I think took a shower were Jasmina and Michael. The reason why I say that is because, they had a change of clothes on, looked kind of fresh. So I'm thinking they took a bath. But for Olajuwon and Katina to come from this gondola, okay, all out in the elements and get in this bed. And Jasmina, where are your night clothes? Where are your clothes, period? Girl, now see, if y'all don't have a washer and dryer unit in there, which I'm sure you do because they don't want y'all roaming around, the complex and whatnot. Why don't you have clothes, girl? What? She was like, I don't have anything to go to bed in. I'm like, you couldn't have gotten a big t-shirt. Why he got to put you in a full-on basketball uniform? Like, girl, go on to bed number 22. Oh, child. Oh, honey. Oh, child, I cracked myself up. Girl, get in the bed, Miss Starting Lineup. Oh, I'm gonna start calling her Miss Starting Lineup, child. Kelly said, oh my God, I have never, never, never gotten alive with you. I'm so excited. Even though I don't watch this show, I listen to anything that you have on. Hey, Kelly. Girl, yes, we all over here running our mouth about Married at First Sight, child. That's what we talking about. Married at First Sight and all the foolishness. That's not making no sense. There are 946 of you on this live. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all, please hit the like button for me. Hey, Jeremy, hit the like button for me and, engage in the chat. We're just conversing about what's been happening on this episode of Married at First Sight. We've been on here for a little bit over an hour. I think we basically talked about all the couples because, they really wasn't hitting on much except this foolishness that Olajuwon does each and every episode. I don't know what's going to happen next episode, but I hope it's not as eventful as this one was. Jeremy said, every time Olajuwon disrespects Katina, God pushes his hairline back further and further like the Red Sea of Exodus. Goodbye, Jeremy. I don't even know why I clicked on your comment. I knew you finna come with some foolishness. Oh, child, you crazy. Hey, Allison. Oh, child. And Jeremy, I said good day. Goodbye. Y'all crazy. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Nakia, thank you for the super chat. Hold on. I clicked on it, but then it went away. Hold on, they're trying to play in my face, child. Hold on, Nakia. There it is. If Lindsay would have been mad about him losing his job, it would have been, but you didn't like it anyway. And now that she wants to be supportive, she just wants to be dependent. She just wants him to be dependent on her. Nakia, nope, 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 nope. Now, mm. I would have said that had she not shown her true colors about him in that restroom. Lindsay can't be trusted in the way that she cares for Mark. That's the difference. If she would have not done that and she would have said to him, why don't you just take a breath? Why don't you just take a beat? Rest at home for a moment. Get yourself together. It's going to be fine. I would have said, okay, that's so sweet of Lindsay because I mean, I'm going to tell you straight up on my review, I said, I love the fact that Lindsay went in to help Mark because I wouldn't have been in there with no bed bugs, but that's just me. But Lindsay showed her true colors. So yes, she does want to use it against him. She just wants him to be dependent on her. She talks about his downfall every time she gets in a confessional. It's never anything about Lindsay. It's always Mark's never had anyone to care for him, so I'm going to care for him. Buddy, your life's falling apart. You don't spend any time with me because your life is in shambles. You know what's wrong with you? Why don't you go back to your mom and your little $60,000? Baby, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Lindsay can't be trusted. She can't be trusted. You ain't got to show me but one time that I can't trust you. And then that's it. I'm not going to allow you to do that. And that's why people don't like to ask for help. Because when they do, you throw it back in their face on Mad Day. And that's exactly what Lindsay likes to do. I don't have any problem with her wanting to support her man. I think it's great for her to be supportive of him, but at the same time, she needs to prove and show that she can be supportive without throwing it back in his face. And he knows that. That's the reason why he's like, no, I want to work. Like, Jada talking about, but Mark's life is falling apart. Just don't say it. No, she can say it all she wants to, but she needs to make sure she's saying her own stuff too. Lindsay is not perfect. The woman thinks she's perfect. She's ridiculous. Jasmine said, thank you for the super chat, Jasmine. I hate that Jasmina says that Michael doesn't put in effort when this man changed his schedule for her dog. Girl, when he said that, I said, not he changed his schedule for Feeny. I said, oh, baby, he is all in. Because remember, he said that he wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning just to get his day started. So I guess, with the doggy daycare and everything, he had to change his schedule. And I commend him for that. But it ain't going to work because she don't like him like that. She just don't. Sean said, I'm telling you, Lindsay called his supervisor and they said, Mark, you got to go. We can't have this lady bugging us about your shift. I don't think so. I don't think she called his supervisor. No, but I don't think she that crazy, child. I don't think she called a supervisor. I think she was just more so complaining all the time, or maybe the shooting schedule was coinciding with his work. But then he said he would go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Look, Nanga said, am I pronouncing that right? I hope so. Why is Jasmina getting so much blame? Michael volunteered for the friend zone. Didn't he though? Child, I ain't gonna debate you. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't gonna debate you. I'm tired. I am tired, honey. Whatever y'all say, that's what we gonna go with over here on the opinionated side, honey. I totally agree with you. He don't read the room either, child. He want to be the friend of, and he is the friend of. He is the perpetual roommate. And she just skinning and grinning and taking in all things that he gives her. So I'm not going to debate you on that. Mrs. Smith said, thank you for the super chat. Did y'all see how Keisha and the ladies tried to justify Isaac's behavior by saying he was scared? Oh, girl. I almost forgot about that. That's what I mean by I think they trying to silence Keisha. Because I was like, girl, what do you mean? Because Keisha was like, he's just so scared. They were like, yeah, mm-hmm. She was like, yep, he's scared that he's falling. I was like, okay, girl. Child, cut this off. Child, please cut this off. Like, because this is stupid. He's not scared of anything. He's not. And did you hear him correct her last time when she said, you know what? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. And this is Keisha speaking to Olajuwon. She said, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and just say that you worded it wrong. He said, no, and proceeded to explain. I said, oh, baby, he letting her know. No, I didn't word it wrong. I said what I said and I ain't changing it. So that's why I don't feel bad for him. I really don't. 2L said, Amisha, Lindsay can lift her boobs. Can't lift her boobs. How can she lift Mark's spirit? Do they be on the floor? Listen, I don't even watch Lindsay like that. I don't know if the boobs be on the floor. Child, they might. I don't even be paying her no attention at all. Because every time she get to talking, she ain't gonna do nothing but tell us how Mark's life is falling apart. Child. Nitra said, I ain't gonna lie at Lady J. I was hoping they would shout out to H-Town. Oh, what y'all talking about? Knocking the boots? S. Martin said, I don't care if he is scared. He need to fall down a flight of stairs. Allegedly. We don't condone violence here on this channel. And she's talking about a hypothetical, thing of stairs, honey, that he can just plummet right on down. Shout out to Tyler Perry. That sounds like a Tyler Perry play if I ever did hear one. Makeup Addict said, Lindsay can't buy clothes in her size to save her life, but she's high class, though. Phaedra, high class Parks. Child, that Lindsay gonna put on whatever she got in that closet, ain't she? The follow. Y'all a mess. Imagine if Lindsay was married to Steve and his elusive finances. What would she have yelled in that bathroom about his salary? She wouldn't even know how to be mad about it. She would be like, you don't tell me anything. All you do is skate around in your socks. You're a bum. Oh, child. She would have been going off, child. She would have found some kind of way to make it a fool. Oh, honey. At least Lindsay does add a little entertainment factor to the show, child. Oh, it's a mess. Kathy said, they've been hanging a few times. She needs some good bras. I have never noticed. I promise y'all I have never noticed because I don't even look. I just don't be looking at her like that. Child, I don't be listening to nothing she got to say, honey. Absolutely nothing. Sometimes, just a little side note, I fast forward through her scenes with Mark because quiet as it's kept, they just as boring as Noi and Steve. The only thing is, everybody knows Lindsay gonna say something inappropriate, so I try to catch it so I can say it in my review. But sometimes I fast forward them. Here lately, Jasmina and Michael have been getting on my nerves, and so since they on my nervous system, sometimes I fast forward them. Child, I'm not gonna let these people take me down, honey. Have me looking old, child. Have me wearing daily wigs? Absolutely not. Londa said Michael wasn't ready to get married. He just didn't want to go to Arizona. To go. I'm about to go. I'm not about to do this with y'all tonight. I'm not about to do this with y'all tonight. I'm sorry I lied to you, Martin. I just didn't want to go to Arizona. Oh, child. That was my episode, too. Oh, honey. He sure would. Y'all so crazy. Misha, did we forget to mention that Chris made an appearance this episode? If his ex can get on the rooftop, he can make a cameo. Shady production at its best. Baby, they made sure to usher Chris on in the room. Now, all we got was a little synopsis of what Alyssa has been doing, coming to that rooftop every other night, trying to get a glimpse of the camera. Girl, if you don't go, the cameras are down. Okay. Ain't nobody got time for that. But the fact that they let Chris come on and be seen and have a seat, because he has some sense. Nobody got time to be babying Alyssa and her doing all that talking. They probably were happy when Chris said it was his decision day. Oh, thank God. We ain't got to deal with Alyssa no more. Her name is Annalisa. She said, Misha, you ain't never lied with the fast forward. Child, I fast forward right on through it. I said, oh, now I watched an hour and 30 minutes. Child, I watched an hour and 30 minutes of that show. Do y'all hear me? No commercials and no Lindsey, Mark. Sometimes no Steve and Noi. Sometimes no Jasmina and Michael. Child, just take me to the after party. I'm about to start doing reviews on the after party only. Shayna said, seeing where Isaac's hairline should be and where it is in this pic is distracting me. He better use his thinker, honey. He got a lot of it up there. Use your thinker, Isaac, and treat your woman a little better. Acting like you ain't got no home training, child. What is wrong with you? Child, this is a whole fool. Hey, T. Patrice. She said, Lindsay has thrown Mark under the bus too many times and doesn't know how to lift his spirits without tearing him down more. Yes, it's like even when she does say things that make sense, like, Mark needs to do this and that to help his situation, she then comes back and says something else. Let me tell y'all what I hate. I hate a compliment wrapped in an insult. I get those a lot. Okay, y'all don't see them because, baby, they shall be deleted. But I do get a lot of compliments wrapped in insults. And I'll be like, why you trying to say this in the beginning of it like it ain't gonna make me block you? Why you saying this in the beginning like it ain't gonna make me say, okay, you gotta go? Like, why you being mean to me? All I'm doing is repeating what I see on screen. Like, what is wrong with y'all? But I don't like when people say, I love your channel and everything, but that's what, as soon as I see but, I'm like, okay, block, child. Let me continue on with my day. I don't have time. And that is what Lindsay does to Mark. She gives him a compliment and then she backdoors with something else. Girl, got on with that. Child, I was about to cuss y'all. Woo, I'm gonna say that for Patreon. Girl, get the hell on, honey. Yes, J Dub, backhanded compliments. I don't take those very well. I don't like those. Just keep it, honey. Keep it. I'm good. Keep it. You ain't gotta tell me nothing. Thank you so much for the view. I appreciate it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. We've gone through this before, but please don't come on here saying this was great, but one woman, y'all know what one woman told me one time, y'all, because y'all know I'm gonna share with y'all, child, since we all in the room and whatnot. And y'all know there's no particular order. We just do whatever we feel like doing over here. Because just let your hair down, child, and have a good time. There's so much going on in the world. Let's just have a great time. Here we go. The woman came in the comments one time, right? And she was like, I hate these stupid lives because I mean, it's just all this stuff all over the place, and you're not even talking about the subject. Ma'am, of all, okay, we are definitely talking about the subject. That's number one. Number two, I didn't create this channel with you in mind. Okay. This channel is for people who like to have a good time, laugh and kiki and get into it as they get into it. If you don't want to do that, then I don't know what to tell you, child. I was like, girl, gone, honey. But I made sure I responded and then I left it there for like an hour to make sure that she saw it. And once she responded back, then I blocked her. I'm like, girl, get gone and get lost, honey. I'm like, girl, no, that wasn't a compliment. That's not one of the ones that was a compliment. She just flat out told me she hates my lives. She's like, every time. I'm like, not every time. So this is my thing. If you hated it the first time, you don't think you're going to hate it the second time? Girl, goodbye. Girl gone, honey. Girl gone. But, I do have a lot of, I really like this channel, but this and this and this. One lady told me, you need to show up for your job. Okay. I like what you have to say, but I need to see you. Well, when you get rid of my stalker, then you'll see me. Okay. And for those of you who are new here, the reason why I don't show my face on this channel is for one, employment purposes. Okay. And because I am an educator. And number two, it's because I have a fool on the other side of the earth, which is over here in Houston, Texas. Okay. I don't want nobody looking up in my house trying to push and, piece things together. And he doesn't know where I live, and I don't want him to know where I live. Okay. And this is just for my own privacy and for my own safety. So that's why I don't show my face. It's not because I don't want to, because baby, I'm giving some zhuzh. I can't wait until the day. I've been praying on it. And I've been saying, Lord, please make it so I can one day like come onto my channel and people be like, now who is this? Wait a minute. Jamie, what you say? Am I skipping over it? Jamie, what you say? She said, Misha never reads my comments. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say? Because I'm definitely not ignoring you. But look, it's 974 of you on here. So it's like moving real fast. But please don't think I don't want to just engage, because that's definitely not the case. But yeah, child, that's the reason why I don't show my face on here. But I have been praying on it that I'll be able to one day, just be able to show myself and do what I have to do. But I also have to make sure I'm safe. Because let me tell y'all something, what I want y'all to do, honey. When you get off this live, go to YouTube and just put in people that have been, stalked and unalived and all kinds of things. Because people are obsessed with their YouTube channels and they find them and they do things that they're not supposed to do. Not saying anybody is obsessed with me, but if you were on my Patreon, we had a Ready to Love watch along, right? And we talked about that. And there's a person that has been following me to every single app, like every single thing. This man, and it's a man, shows up there. And I'm like, I do not know this person. You know how you just get a feeling that somebody is not right? And he shows up everywhere. I have blocked him from literally everything. And then he showed up on my Patreon and I blocked him there as well, because it's not, something is not right. And then he DM'd me one day And he said, "Hi, I just want to get to know you." I don't know you, sir. And it just made me really nervous. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just block this person because I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable. So that is why. It's not that I don't want to show myself, but it's just for safety reasons. Okay. And child, they be saying that all the time. Like, you need to show up. I'm like, girl, get lost. Okay, here we go. The fact that O really thinks Katina would give him her phone knowing that there's a dating app on it blows me. He stays looking for stuff. Absolutely. That's another thing, too. I feel like that. Sir, you knew that she didn't have anything on there that was incriminating. Because if she did, I don't think she would be that crazy to hand over her phone knowing how Olajuwon acts. Like, get out of here. That's just nuts. Yvette said, Misha, I told you everyone will be single at the end. You sure did, Yvette. And baby, it's looking like you right. Shay Bay said, if they listen to your story time, they would know. Oh, yes, they would. Baby, they would know. Wait a minute, child. Hold on. Yeah, but it just really scared me that he was everywhere. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to go ahead and block this person because something just doesn't seem right. And then all of a sudden he just DM'd me. And I was like, okay, you got to go, child. Goodbye and good riddance. But yeah, it's just so many things. It doesn't help that I watch Fatal Attraction at nighttime, child. I love Fatal Attraction. Child, I be watching it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a mess. Yeah, he's just looking for something. Olajuwon just wants to say no because he does not feel Katina in that way because she made those minor mistakes in the beginning. Back on track, y'all. She made those minor mistakes in the beginning. He has not let it go. And so now he's trying to find anything to be mad about. And then it might be one of these things too. He might want something to be mad about so that she could cater to him even more. Because, when she saw that he was mad and he wasn't really feeling how she was treating him or what she was doing, she started to try harder. So maybe he feels like, okay, if I get mad, then she'll try even harder. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't trust it. FF, thank you for the super chat. Shout out to the opinionated family. Yes, thank y'all so much. I love each and every one of y'all for always coming on this live with me every Thursday and having a good time and, just letting our hair down and getting into it and talking about these couples and for supporting me. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. It's like not even a way to put it into words. Like I was literally sitting here because our live is about to end in 8 minutes. So these final 8 minutes, I'm just gonna say that this is all about y'all. So let me just get into it. I was just laying here the other day because I've been really going through a lot, like mentally, the past few months, where I just don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to be bothered. Like, I just don't want to. I just really don't. But I'm still going to show up. I'm still going to do my reviews and all this. I did take a few days to myself because I was just getting extremely overwhelmed. So I was like, I can't do it. But I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I was just laying here and thinking, wow, like 26,000 people entrust me with their entertainment. Like, they came on here, they gave my channel a chance, they listened to me, they support me from one platform to the next, and I'm just so grateful. So I do appreciate, each and every one of you for doing that. And I appreciate all of you for like all the kind words, how you always hype me up, baby, give me my zhuzh in the comments. I love all of that. I really do appreciate that. Because I had one person, she real cool, child. Every time Married at First Sight comes on, she's from Houston too, and she always DM me when Married at First Sight comes on. And one day she said, "Girl, I told my sister to watch your channel," and she was like, "Girl, I'm not about to watch no Avatar with no puppy." And she said, "But I convinced her, and she watched it, and she actually liked it." And I just really am so thankful that people will just step outside the box and say, "Okay, well, this lady talking, child. So let me hear what she got to say, child. Go on, speak your speech, honey." And y'all have been coming each and every time for over a year now. So I just really, really appreciate, like, it just almost brings me to tears because I just really was thinking, like, nobody's going to watch this. Like, people were telling me, that's stupid and don't do that. And they're going to want to see you. And I'm like, why? Why they need to see me? I still want to talk to people and then, I got my situation going on, but if 10 people join me, then 10 people will join me. And then it just went from one day, I was just talking and I went off on Chris on Married at First Sight. And then 5,000 people came out of nowhere. And I was like, well, let's get into it. And I was just so happy. And now it just seems like that it's growing more and more each day. And also I want to say this. If any of you ever want to start a YouTube channel, please don't hesitate to DM me and ask me. I don't read my emails a lot because I have a lot of stuff going on. So if you have emailed me, I promise to read it and get back to you. Those of you that DM me on Instagram, y'all know I'm going to respond. Okay. I do respond to my Instagram. Now, that's one thing I will do. I'm going to respond to you. So if you ever want to start a YouTube channel and people are discouraging you, please just do it. Even if you don't think anybody will watch, just do it anyway. Honey, talk to thin air and somebody gonna talk back eventually. Even if you get 4 views, 5 views, it doesn't matter. My first video got 39 views. When I tell y'all, I was so hype. I was so hype. I will never forget. It was Ready to Love. The season they were in Houston and they were all sequestered together. Child, I was so excited. That was the very first one where Simone and Rashid went on a date, right? And that was my very first review. Then my second review, Denise was acting a fool. If any of y'all watched that season, and I got 700 views. And I remember calling my mom, and I was all excited. I'm like, I got 700 views, and we were watching the views go up. And then it went to like 1,000 views, and I was content with that. And so now when I watch my videos and I see 20,000 views and 30,000, I'm like, what? So I just want whoever it is that might need to hear it or whatever to just believe in you. And yeah, every day for me is not a good day. I'm a single mom. I'm going through a whole divorce. I'm fighting for my kid. I got all kinds of stuff going on. Some days I'm not the nicest. I get on here and give a little bit of zhuzh, child. But let me tell you something. I'm going through some things. So if you are going through something and you are one of those people who don't believe in you, just believe in you. Child, somebody will listen. Somebody will. And even if they don't, that is okay. Do y'all know how many businesses I done started? A lot. A lot, honey, because I don't want to work for people. I don't want to teach the childrens. I love the childrens, but I don't want to teach them not no more. I really don't. I love them, but I want them to go far, far away. Now, my babies love me. They're like, Miss Misha. Child, they always trying to skip in my classroom and all that kind of stuff, because I'm a cool teacher and whatnot. I be on the TikTok and all that kind of stuff. So I be rapping and dancing and, they like that. But at the same time, I don't want to teach children. I want to do my own thing. So I just am trying to step out on faith and, just try to make my channel an actual brand and just try to, move into a new season. So just step out on faith, whoever it is. And I don't know what's making me tell y'all this, but honey, look, I've been going through. They know I've been going through, honey, over on the Patreon. I have a little segment on Patreon that's called People Get on My Damn Nerves. That's why I go over there and vent about the people that's getting on my damn nerves. So what I was telling them about, you have to be on Patreon to know, but I was telling them about what I was going through basically, but that's just like the half of that's not even the half of it. Child, it's really it's falling apart over here. It's falling apart. So y'all keep me going and I really appreciate each and every one of you. I thank y'all for like watching me and just supporting me. And sometimes I feel like I'm not giving enough. Like when I took those 2 or 3 days just to myself, like I really was like trying to just focus and get myself together, I was like, dang, I haven't been on YouTube in like 3 days. And I hadn't been on Patreon and I felt like I was kind of letting them down. I was like, dang, I just hope that they understand that I just need like a day or two. And each and every one of you have understood. So I am so grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the fact that you actually even joined my Patreon. Because I had a goal of 100 people, honey, just 100 people over on Patreon. And y'all came in and y'all helped me out each and every time because I just really want to make sure that I can do this full time in the future. And like I said, I've been praying on the fact of revealing myself and all of that, so it's just coming in baby steps. But y'all listen, when you got a whole fool over your shoulder trying to figure out where you are, okay, every moment of the day, trying to attack you and all that, child, I could be here all night. Okay. We only got 1 more minute. I think we have gone through everybody that we need to go through, but I just want to say thank you, y'all. I know that was like, 5 or 10 minutes of me just saying thank you to each and every one of you, but I really do appreciate all my patrons, all my members. Even if you just watch my channel, you shared it, you watch 30 seconds, you come on a live. I appreciate all of that. I really do. I really, really do. So, to each and every one of you, even if you think nobody's gonna listen to what you have to say, write that book, start that series, do whatever it is you want to do. Child, it's people with less talent than us. They doing stuff, okay? Honey, if they can do it, we can do it too. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, child. If they can do it, we can do it at the same time. And also over on Patreon, you're really only supposed to post 2 times a month. That's like the gold standard. Because YouTube is supposed to be your thing, and then Patreon is supposed to be your other thing. But me, because I'm always I kind of got a problem with people pleasing. I got to get that under control. It's not that bad, but it's kind of bad when it comes to y'all. So I'm always like posting on Patreon, even if it's just like 5 or 10 minutes. I have a lot of different segments. I have a lot of different. It's kind of hard to navigate Patreon if you've never been on it. So for those of you that have never been over there, it's a little bit hard to navigate, but it's still a good time. Oh, and speaking of that, before we go, I want to say that I am getting my Misha After Dark together. We were supposed to do it last week, but I didn't get a chance to. And this week, Love and Marriage Huntsville is premiering. So I'm super excited about that. Because y'all, they've been acting a fool all over the internet. Do y'all hear me? They've been acting a plumb fool. So I can't wait to get into that. I'm still getting it together, and then I'm gonna let you know over on Patreon what day it's gonna be. And we're gonna have ourselves a good time, honey. But yeah, I think we pretty much summed everything up, honey. What we got to talk about over here in the left hand corner. Jasmina don't like this man. Okay, Michael, you did an excellent job trying this week. Jasmina did seem like she was pleased, though. I got to give her that. She did smile and whatnot. She said she kissed him. I ain't buying it. Steve and Noi, he bought her dog a vest and whatnot. Down at the bottom, we have old bonehead Olajuwon. Olajuwon, boy, go to hell, respectfully. Across from him, we have Lindsey and Mark the Shark. Lindsey, don't call nobody else out their name no more, okay? And call everyone their name, honey. Dr. Viviana is not Viv. She didn't grow up with you. Katina is not the female dog, honey. She didn't grow up with you. Okay, you need to get yourself together. Get it together or leave it alone. Mark, grow up, okay? She acts like she's your mother because you act like you're her child. Your palate is that of chicken nuggets and french fries. You're always shocked when anything happens, okay? And then you turn around and you apologize for things that you both should be apologizing for, and y'all are starting to get on my nerves. So therefore, and thus and such, that is a wrap for Married at First Sight. Child, have gotten on my nervous system. Child, it's crazy. Omar said, I just cracked the case. The real Katina has been hiding under and up that heavy wig. Boy, goodbye. Once she pull that wig off, she probably looks like Cleo. Let me tell you something. And she should have a man that's going to appreciate her straight backs, honey. Because if I take this wig off, you better appreciate me, honey, and go get my oil so I can oil my scalp, child. I'm not about to be bothered with you, Omar, today, honey. You are a mess. Okay, Lillian, I am going to list my different platforms. I'm going to list them down in the comment section when the live is over. I'm gonna list down the links down there. C. Logan said before we go, 2 times a month sounds crazy. Misha, you've been very active in these interweb streets. Child, I've been trying to, let me tell you something. I'll be telling my son, let me tell you something. My son sometimes wakes me up and he goes, Mom, because it's spring break, right? It's spring break for Texas. And he wakes me up and he goes, Mom, it's time for the midday mess. Because that's like a little segment that I do on Patreon. And baby, he is on top of it. Do y'all hear me? Honey, he gonna make sure y'all get y'all content, baby. He said, baby, they paying for this. You better wake on up, lady. But anyway, child, I will catch y'all on the flip side. I had such a good time. Sorry I had to get a little preachy at the end, honey. But I just want y'all to appreciate yourself and speak over yourself, encourage yourself in the Lord. Do y'all hear me? All right, y'all. We will come back together. Yes, 12. The midday mess is a fool. It's just a little snippet to get you through the workday. We're going to have some more fun. I think I want to try to do another live on Monday because we have not yet to talk about Ready to Love. And I think tomorrow's episode is going to be some foolery because I don't know what's going on with Eric and Dakia, but I can't wait to find out. So next episode, I think it's going to be really good. And I think I want to have my very first Ready to Love live on Monday. So I will keep y'all up to date about that. And then we're going to talk about it. Because from what I'm hearing, I don't know what Eric and Dakia doing, but it don't sound right. Okay. And Eric seemed like he could be an F-boy himself. So I don't know what's happening, but I was DM'd a little bit of tea. And yeah, Eric might be for the streets as well. And I don't know if it's a whole Shiloh and Phil thing. Oh, and speaking of Shiloh and Phil, or Phil and Sydney, they have now broken up. Child, I was doing a little, investigative research, and I saw that they are done. And I was like, oh, child, that didn't last long. Sure. Yes, Omar, I am going to be going live on Patreon again. But y'all, let me get out of here, honey, so I can go make sure that my child goes to sleep. Thank you, Gray Matters, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. But anywho, I will catch y'all on Monday. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for the super chats and the cash apps and the kind words and everybody who became a member. Thank you so much. I'm gonna post that tea that I have on Ready to Love. I'm gonna post it over on Patreon. And I'm gonna drop the links in the comment section below this video. Thank y'all so much. I will catch y'all on the flip side. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace. Night, night, y'all.